Greetings, chuckleheads. We're gonna start this one off with a low ball softball pitch to Scott Jennings, and then the hilarity can ensue from there. Let's dig in.
Let me ask you, Scott,
sports this week.
There are documented cases of American citizens being harassed by ICE, of non-citizens being stopped randomly simply based on maybe they have an accent, maybe they happen to be in a particular place like near an airport working for Uber. And at the very least, it raises questions about whether people's constitutional rights are being violated.
Nope.
And if that is the case, isn't it justified for Americans to be concerned about that?
What a lovely disingenuous question. And a big fat red herring. Of course American citizens would be concerned if their constitutional rights were being violated. But that's not what's actually happening, is it? If you are an American citizen, there's nothing to fear from ICE if you allow them to do their job. That and Mr. Jennings is about to deep fry his interlocutor. Take a listen.
So, according to the reporting, there have been 170 American citizens who have been detained for some period of time during this period in which they have deported about 660,000 illegal aliens. That's about a 99.9997% success rate. If any other government agency got stuff that right that often, we'd be throwing them a ticker tape parade.
The last people on this planet who need to be giving women dating advice is men.
Why? 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 Why?
I hate to break it to you guys, but when it comes to dating, women are the ones who have power and control.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
I'm the one who has so many matches that I can't even go through them. Not you.
Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here. This is Houston. Say again, please. Houston, we've had a problem.
I'm the one who gets asked out so many times per week that I literally just don't reply back to people. Not you.
She belongs to the streets.
Woo! Isn't this one a ray of sunshine? She's like wrestling with a child who keeps changing the rules just to mitigate my advantages. Ladies, the whore life is not a flex. Clean up your act, find a decent man, settle down, and get on with life. Alright, let's let her finish up with her yada yada yada.
But one thing I know about men is they think their opinion really, really matters. Even when it doesn't. And boy, do men like to give opinions in areas where they're not even experts.
I get why men don't like me.
Uh-oh.
Like, you don't text me back? Okay. You don't call me back? Okay. I just don't care. Unbothered and detached person. Like, I don't call it self-awareness, call it...
It's not necessarily self-awareness.
Slow your roll there, lady. We'll come back to you, I promise. Now, being unbothered and detached isn't necessarily a bad thing. What I want to know is if she's careless or if she's just, happy-go-lucky. The former's a negative trait, but I'm not sure why she's complaining if it's the latter.
It's because you cannot feel the presence of the men that you are dating or in a relationship with because they are not adding any value to your life.
Super.
I said women who are self-sufficient or really happy independent need blue-collared men. Men whose love language is acts of service.
Why do I get the feeling that her acts of service means acts of servitude? But let's continue.
Because if not, what ends up happening is men will come into your life, whether you're dating or in a relationship with them, and they don't add any value. They can't add any value because they can't keep up.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
To the lifestyle that you already give yourself. So their presence in your life is never felt. And so therefore they become disposable and they easily become replaceable. You now see men as very replaceable because you know that they can do nothing for you. You stop caring because you know that they can't come in and do anything for you that you just can't do for yourself, right? So you need a man who's going to shake the room. I've talked about this analogy before. You need a man that you need to be able to call and things are handled and resources are available. Otherwise, they become very disposable because you're always going to feel like you either can't keep up to how I'm doing or you can't add anything for me. A man's presence in your life has to really be felt. Otherwise, it's a waste of your time. Women need men who are going to provide something really exciting. I think this is what's going on with the dating scene today. A lot of women need someone that's going to come in and provide something very exciting out of the norm of how they're already living or what they're already doing for themselves. Men have grown to a point where...
Jiminy Christmas! Okay, so this cheeky Brit wants a man who is a blue-collar worker, who has resources, time, and solutions for her at the drop of a dime.
Really are crazy.
Men have grown to a point where a lot of men can't actually reach, and so they provide a very underwhelming experience. And so therefore nothing excites you. When a man comes into your space, you just know that he's not coming to do much. You're just like not bothered. The dating scene is quite interesting and very sad because as women continue to grow and pivot, the likelihood of them finding a like-minded man becomes slimmer and slimmer. So the margins are getting wider and wider. And so it's like women are just going to outgrow men. And then there's just no, it just, the gap, the margin just becomes so wide.
Happy birthday to you.
Many below-average women believe they deserve above-average men. That's where these divisions come from. Delusions. But don't take my word for it. Take a listen to this next clip.
Men are giving up on dating. And one of the reasons why is because of women's expectations. One of the main reasons why women have such unrealistic expectations is because of social media, and let me tell you why. So women are often fueled by what they see on social media. It seems like everywhere you look online, there are images of perfect couples, luxury, exotic vacation, lavish gifts, and this is very, very toxic because this is not even real. It's just social media. And these things create an unrealistic standard for women because they expect that from a partner. And men feel like they need to be wealthy or constantly shower women with gifts to be able to measure up. And it's a lot of pressure. It can leave men thinking that they'll never be able to meet these expectations. And as a result, men are just giving up on dating because they feel like they can't compete.
Giving up, General Jaja. Lisa, think of something.
Hands up.
I give up. I give up.
Against those fantasy relationships that we see online. And I think it's very, very dangerous because it can lead to self-esteem issues as men feel like they're never gonna be good enough. And this can result in anxiety, depression. So yeah, it's a very, very concerning problem.
If you seriously want to be taken serious, then you seriously need to remove the filter that makes you look like President Trump's creamsicles that he must have eaten as a child. But even so, Marlon's beard! I certainly shall ruminate upon the words you've chosen to share. Gratitude!
Nowadays, men don't want to pay all the bills. They can't fix shit. They can't build shit. They can't change a tire. They can't grill. They don't want to show affection. They can't swim. They can't protect you. They can't fight. What are y'all good for? What are y'all doing, bro? Like...
Spittin' facts here! If women do not want to perform their duties, by no measure does that mean men shouldn't perform theirs. We should pursue excellence as a matter of course. Mind, body, and spirit. To the best of your ability, place yourself on a path of self-reliance and continuous self-improvement.
Damn, what are we doing? Like, y'all not good for nothing nowadays. I swear to God, like, bro, this era of dudes is just, it's getting out of hand. We getting too sassy, fellas. Like, what do we bring to the table? It used to be like we're the providers, the protectors. Nowadays, y'all can't even fight. You feel me? Someone runs up on you and your girl, you can't even protect you guys. And I've seen so many videos of a man out with his girl, and then some people come up on him, rob him, and he runs and leaves his girl. Nowadays, we thinking every man for themselves. We not thinking, this is my partner, you feel me? I would protect her with my life. We not doing that anymore. Why? I swear, chivalry is dead. You feel me? Nowadays, even like, when's the last time you saw a girl, maybe tire popped, she's stuck on the side of the road? When's the last time you got out, helped her change the tire, you feel me, just went on about your day? We not doing shit like that anymore.
Pursue excellence in all other duties in society, and when women decide they want to be ladies again, then chivalry will return.
Everyone has a special ingredient that helps them save the day. What's yours?
Chicken strip! Forward the statistics that 0 illegals released into the U.S. for 10 months straight have not crossed, okay? That nearly 3 million aliens have left the United States, that we have the lowest murder rate in 125 years, that fentanyl trafficking is down 56% at the border, and daily encounters have gone down 96%. Hang on one second. We need a strong border, especially now with our current global situation. And I believe that you may say you don't want border control and you're against ICE, but I actually don't believe you in your daily lives. How many people in the audience here had to go through security to get here? Raise your hand. Just be honest. Otherwise, you go to jail, I guess, for illegal trespassing, right? This is an authorized audience. They had to go through security to get through the border, to get right here, to just hear us talk. We need strong borders more than ever right now. We are being infiltrated.
But listen, can I give you on the border when Renee Good and Alex Peretti were murdered?
Let's let these animals do their show.
Circus, Afro circus, Afro circus, Afro polka dot, Afro.
Really?
And death is not a mistake. That was a murder. No,
that was a murder.
Now let me
As were those killed by illegal immigrants.
Let's not be dismissive about
I'm
the
not dismissive. I just said all their lives matter.
You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round.
Good tried to run an ICE agent over with her vehicle, and Peretti tried to attack ICE agents openly with a gun in his hand. What are we talking about here? Murder. Consider all these good things that have occurred from President Trump's policies concerning immigration. No! Consider the 2 individuals who got murdered!
Why would you say you support ICE?
Yeah, because they would get rid of these rapists and murderers that killed American women.
So are all of the immigrants that come into America rapists and killers?
Nope.
Oh, okay, so
let's get rid of these ones? You agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you support ICE removing them?
No. I support the condemnation, as you said, of a rapist. But, you know, there are white rapists, there are black rapists, there are
white immigrant rapists as well.
Okay, but again, there are rapists of different colors.
Why does the color matter when it comes to rape?
You just made it about you just made it.
No,
about
you did.
Color. No, you did. You said ICE.
You brought up white rapists.
Okay, because you said that immigrants rape. Right? So white people rape.
I didn't say immigrants rape. I said these immigrants raped.
So those immigrants raped. What about white people that raped?
What about them?
Are there no condemnations for them?
Absolutely. We're condemning rape as a whole, but if these people wouldn't have been able to enter under Biden's open border policies, these women would still be alive today.
Right. So what about the people who are coming to America for a better life because they were experienced similar situations where they came from?
Yeah, they can come here for a better life. I'm all for legal immigration.
Legal immigration. Okay, so what about, so our president here, his name is Trump. That's a pretty racist man. How?
Give me an example of his racism.
News.
Give me one example. Just give me one example.
Just watch the news, sweetheart. There are plenty of examples.
Watch the news, sweetheart. Give me one example that he's racist.
Okay, Trump has flat out, flat with the racism.
How?
comments, concerns.
What comments? Name one comment that he said that was racist.
Okay.
Because if he's racist, I want to know, because I don't want to support a racist.
So you support Trump?
I do, yeah. Can you tell me why he's racist?
She supports Trump.
So we've been sitting here for nearly a minute now, and she has still yet to tell me one thing that Trump has said that's racist.
Okay, so if we're going to be quite honest, I couldn't give you a specific...
I know, you can't.
Oh, no, I'm not done speaking. I couldn't give you a specific because I don't pay attention to idiocy. And
okay.
That's idiot.
So if you're going to call someone racist, I think you should be able to prove it.
Watch the news.
What, are you retarded?
Pull up a clip where he's racist. Go ahead.
Oh, great. I'm so glad you asked.
It must not have been racist enough to remember, because you have to look it up. How do you guys feel about ICE?
I feel great. If we can get every single illegal alien out of the country, that'd be wonderful. Now, it could be said that there are some illegal aliens that are halfway decent civilians in some areas, but they'll never be good citizens. Deport. Ice, baby. Alright, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with my brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly. Flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll glow. To the extreme, I rock the mic like a vandal. Light up the stage and wax a chump like a candle. Dance, go rush to the speaker that booms. I'm killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom. Deadly when I play a dope melody. Anything less than the best is a felony.
few moments later.
Alright, the next clip features a grade A super cunt, way past her prime, yet she feels the need to let everybody else know how she destroys straw men.
Well, good morning to you too, Rozak. I think that's what you meant to say, but here we are, we're going to have a conversation about this comment. First of all, no, I don't need to reconsider anything. What I need is for men to stop telling me what I need. And that's what all women need, is for men to stop telling us what we need. We know what we need. We know what we want. That's number one. Number two, you are absolutely right. Women are on the losing end of dating these days. And it's not because men are done with dating. It's because women are done with men.
Destroy your society with energy!
We're done with the quality man who stops showing up for the dates. We're done with the men who are not looking to be an equal in the relationship, but they're looking for someone to take care of them. They're looking for someone to pay half the bills plus do all the housework. We're done with men taking advantage of us. Men are done with dating because they can no longer manipulate women to get what they need or want. So no, don't tell me what I need. I don't need to reconsider Diddly Squatch yet. But thanks for popping by.
Yo, because bro was really walking around like...
Dear Lord, baby Jesus, if you would please put your tiny little minuscule hand upon the earth and her very stupid people, Lord. Reach out beyond the sacred bassinet, bestowing baby blessings. Oh, thank you, infinite baby Lord. Amen.
Hey, yo, Levi, you wanna buy?
A Nashville television reporter now in immigration detention. Stephanie Rodriguez, who works for Nashville Noticias and Univision 42, was taken into custody by immigration agents March 4th. According to a statement from the outlet, Rodriguez was with her husband outside a gym on Murfreesboro Pike when several cars surrounded their marked news vehicle.
It's a mindset shift.
The station says several men then exited those cars and demanded Rodriguez be taken into custody. She was later transported to a detention center.
Up until now, she hasn't had a case with ICE charging her with anything, any part of DHS charging with anything. She never had a case with the immigration courts.
What? There's no order! As if justice just disappears!
Her attorneys have now filed an emergency federal petition asking a judge to order her release.
Men lovers driving Lamborghinis, jealous. Cause I'm out getting mine. Jay with the gauge and Vanilla with the 9. Ready for the chumps on the wall. The chumps acting ill because they full of 8 ball. Gunshots ring out like a bell.
The lawsuit claims Rodriguez entered the United States legally, applied for asylum, and has been seeking a green card through her U.S. citizen husband.
Just the facts, if you don't mind, ma'am.
Her lawyer says she had been following ICE instructions and was expected to report to the ICE office later this month. But according to her attorneys, when they checked with ICE about her case, they were told the charging documents were still being finalized.
Now, ICE has claimed that her failing to show up last Wednesday was a sign that she is a flight risk. But in this case, there was an ICE officer who 2 days before said, hey, that appointment does not exist.
You got nice eyes for a cop.
And I'll bet your mother had a loud bark.
Her attorneys now question why she was detained at all. The lawsuit also claims immigration agents arrested her without a warrant. A move, her attorneys argue, violates the Fourth Amendment. Now in detention, her attorneys say she will likely miss an important step in her green card process.
The one meeting she might actually miss is she's supposed to go do her fingerprints for USCIS for her green card application on the 17th of this month. And, can't really get there if you're in detention.
In a statement, the Tennessee Immigrant and Refugee Rights Coalition says in part, "It's not lost on us that as a reporter, as Stephanie honestly and courageously told real stories about the harms caused by ICE and the people they targeted and detained." Rodriguez is expected to have a hearing March 21st. Her attorneys say a bond motion is likely to follow. Until then, she's being held at a detention center in Louisiana. We reached out to Homeland Security for more information, and we haven't heard back. Back to you.
Tonight's fabricated news! Do you really expect me to flippin' believe that? How about no? Number 2.5, get rid of these clowns! You heard the boss, time to go! Don't forget gift basket on the way out!
I've been single for 6 years, and I can count on one hand how many times a guy has offered to buy me a drink.
It's Tommy with the weather, and today we'll be expecting heavy northeast.
But it's not just that, it's guys coming up and approaching girls in general is so scarce these days. I'm like, we as women have almost made it where we're like, leave us alone, so much to the point that they really are. And they all just want to like slide in your DMs, but would never approach you in real life.
You all created an army of simps, losers, and sissy boys. Have fun with that. Now the next clip is Hakeem Jeffries spewing his political nonsense. Nothing at all like a steady diet of lying politician. But let's take a listen.
Completely and totally out of control group of people. It's the reason why we are in a DHS shutdown right now, because Republicans have refused to agree to the type of bold, transformative, meaningful, and dramatic reforms we are demanding in order for the Department of Homeland Security funding bill to move forward.
Lies! Deceptions! Every day, more lies.
And I won't go through all of the demands, much of which we've talked about repeatedly in the public, but one of those demands is keep ICE out of sensitive locations. And we've defined that as schools, houses of worship, hospitals, and polling sites.
What is happening? Stand and fight, you cowards!
We want an explicit prohibition that ICE can go nowhere near any polling sites in the United States of America. It's one of our demands. We're not going to bend on it.
Imagine having terrorists operating in your country at the moment that came from a country you're at war with, and your political position is to defund the Department of Homeland Security.
Searching. Come on, men! Put your backs into it! We are almost there! Roll faster! Ah, lads, there it sits, our golden path to nirvana. Prepare ye! But wait, Hanky, what are you doing? Forgive me, my brothers, but I must stay. But why, Hanky? We are going to nirvana! And it's Christmas! And that is why I must stay. Poor Jewish kids need to hate capitalism too.
Today we met Nepthu, a man who wanted to become a leader and became one. But Nepthu used his leadership for his own selfish glory, and in the end he got what he deserved. Being a good leader takes a lot of responsibility, but you must also be responsible when you follow a leader. Don't do something wrong or dangerous because someone tells you to. Think before you act. We can't all be leaders, but we can all choose what's right and wrong for ourselves.